I know, it's weird. Okay, this week we're going to talk about the route. The Complete Arizona Trail, or AZT, is roughly 800 miles from Utah's state line to the Mexican border. You can ride it either northbound or southbound. Through riders typically go south in the fall and north in the spring, chasing the warmth. We're going southbound. We plan on using 3 main data tools. A GPS track of this year's bike race route. This is what we intend to follow most of the time. We'll also be using the Guthook app, mostly for updated water finding, and finally Trail Forks for as detailed trail information as we can get. Because Arizona is very arid, we expect water to drive a lot of the decision making when determining daily distances, mostly so we don't die. But we are expecting other considerations like climbs and heat. We're not going to want to start big climbs during the peak of the day's heat. There are a few beastly climbs along the way. Also similar to other bikepacking routes in the western US, there are places along the trail we're actually not allowed to ride, called wilderness zones. The AZT has 8. For all of these, bikes must reroute around them. It's up to us how we do that, and conveniently, these detours often offer us the ability to restock on supplies. Speaking of which, there are several places where resupply can happen. We're planning to resupply in Tusayan, Flagstaff, Payson, Phoenix, Oracle, Tucson, Sonoyta, and likely some other spots along the way. We really have no idea how long this is going to take, but we're budgeting for 24 days. Bikepacking.com says 21 days, but we're allowing for mechanical issues and rest days. 24 days will mean roughly 1,000 meters of climbing each day for a grand total of 20,000 meters or 65,000 feet. But I also want to address the elephant in the room, the Grand Canyon, the crown jewel of problem sets on the AZT. While riders are permitted to pass through the canyon with bikes, they are not permitted to ride or even walk them. The tires are not allowed to touch the ground. Another example where humanity's pettiness and policy converge. But the bottom line is you must carry your bike through the Grand Canyon, or ride around it. We're choosing the carry, and that is the focus of this week's training and stress. Today's the day of stress, or the day I've been stressing about, which is how do I carry my bike? I don't know the answer to that question yet. And that's what's stressing me out, because I like to know things. I think you just got to figure it on your own through trial and error. So that's what I'm going to start today. Is I'm going to start the first trial, likely a series of errors. It seemed like a couple of people have been taking the wheels off. So I'm just going to load the bike all up, because I think that's going to be important, because I think balance is going to be important. It's like 21 miles. That's like 36K. That is a lot of, so that's a big hike, even broken into 2. I'm not a hiker, I'm a biker. So, and all I hear from everybody is it's the hardest thing you ever are going to do. That is frightening, but also thrilling. Watch and laugh. I'm taking for the canyon crossing, which I'm hoping is like day 3 to 5, somewhere in there. I want to yeet that stuff from my belongings after I finish that. I've already bought a pair of hiking poles that I'm going to be getting rid of. That was wasteful. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do this with some rope and some zip ties. I thought this was gonna suck. It actually feels a lot lighter than I thought it was going to feel. The weight is actually really balanced. Now I'm hitting my foot on something back there, my handlebar. Getting through areas is going to be difficult. Yeah, so I'm hitting my leg on the handlebar, which is not cool. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to feel. I'm going to go for just a walk. I definitely want to pull everything forward, but I was actually thinking of putting a strap here, almost like a tump line. I'm a canoe tripper. I'm starting to feel it in my right shoulder here. A little thicker pad might be handy. I don't know if you can see this from the side. All right. So I have been walking a few blocks. Wasn't even planning on doing this, but it's just going so much better than anticipated. Been walking for 10 minutes and I'm not dressed appropriately. I'm just wearing Crocs. My main pain points are definitely the handlebar hitting me in the back of the leg. Ow. Something slipped here and it was this one, this bastard. So keeping these tight is going to be an ish. Basically, I attached these side pieces through here. There's another side piece through there. That was really easy. I had 2 zip ties attaching the bars to that. My leg was hitting this. I think if I move this out more, that will get out of the way, which would be a super good thing. And I got a zip tie there, 2 zip ties there, and then I kind of just did like a little bit of a dog's breakfast knot there, but it seemed to work, and that's it. So pretty minimal, I would say, for test number 1, a success, and I look forward to improving upon it, making it even easier. Hi, Jubies. Hi. Oh, who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Computer, how many days until October 16th?
October 16th is in 16 days.
16 days away from the trip start. So I'm going to do an overnight trip today. So Thursday, Friday on a trail route that a friend of mine has created called Bang Bang. Conveniently starts about 100 meters from my house. It goes up along the lake through the Rouge and then through a bunch of different towards the Uxbridge area where I rode last week with Sobin training. So this is kind of like connecting where I rode last week and where I normally ride, the Dawn. I'm going to spend the night there. And then tomorrow morning, pack everything back up and come back home. So this is kind of an opportunity to really test everything out, make sure all my gear is working, that I have the things that I need. The total route is, I think, 230 kilometers. Here's a little peek at the route. Basically, I live right there. So I'm gonna start right there. I'm gonna go up into the Dawn, go through here. This is Trash Panda, come back, Climax. And then the route actually goes down here through whatever the hell this is, down along the lake. I think that's Scarborough Bluffs. Yeah, and then I'm gonna come along here, go right along the lake, it looks like. Go by the nuclear plant. And then I think start heading north through the Rouge National Park. I think this is the Highway 407. So get past the 407. And then I start getting into the like more proper woods and mountain biking. So right here, there's some lakes. So what I'm hoping to do here, get water and then pop into here for some stealth camping. Then in the morning, continue on my merry way before heading back down towards home. It's getting lighter as I talk, so I gotta get out there. The clock is a-ticking. So I'll see you guys in the trail. Yeah, let's do this.
Caught in the tide of a wound, divide our moment to make a
going on here? Where the fuck is the tree?
And I know the tree's gone. I've been getting shit for...
Where the fuck is the tree? All right, day 2 of the carrying the bike tests. This is proving to be a sort of popular conversation on my Strava. I think I should get the weight up. So to that end, I've got 2 5-pound plates here that I'm going to put in the bike. I've made some changes. So one of the things I did was I straightened out the handlebars significantly. I've also moved the wheels around because I didn't like the fact that I had the pedal going through the spokes. So I've gotten rid of that. And I've also moved the wheel, this free wheel, if you will, not the one attached to the bike, in the middle, so that when the bike's sitting on its seat, it's not getting touched, and when it's flipped, if I ever flip it the other way, it's not getting touched. So it just protects the wheel a little bit more. And then the other thing I've added is a tump strap. This is what I use to carry canoes. This is a luggage strap from a laptop bag that I cut off and just tied with some rope. It works. I think if I feel like I'm going to do this for realsies, I'll probably get something a little more comfortable. Maybe even some webbing, because you do hold it. And normally, you know, portages for me are like 2-3K. This being significantly longer, I might want something a little more comfortable. Oh, and today I'm going to try with real shoes. I'm already liking the shoes more. But basically, by using the tump strap, it shifts all of the weight off of my back, off of my shoulders, and allows me to shift it up onto my head and neck. This is how I usually carry a canoe. What this allows me to do is give my shoulders and my hips a break and just put all the weight on the neck. All of that pain I was feeling on my shoulders, gone. It's all up on my, just moved it around. And I find usually like this will allow me to do kind of like half a kilometer in one position, then half a kilometer in another. And you just keep switching it back and forth. And it basically allows you to go further, less pain, less breaks, and really like borrowing from my portaging brain, which is usually I run on portages just to get it done, get it over with. The sooner you're done, the sooner you get the weight off of you. True for portaging for sure, and as it turns out, true for whatever you want to call this. So I can just do that, and now all the weight's off the neck can relax, the weight shifts down lower onto my body, and I got room for more pain down here. The one nice thing I have noticed is twisting the bars straight, or getting the bars straight, and moving the feed bags has proven to be pretty key. Super fun. We're making progress. Not sure how much pain this is going to be once we add in steps and have to walk down a mile and then walk up a mile. We'll see. I realized yesterday I'm going to be wearing sexy shorts while riding, which is to say a chamois, and not casual shorts. And I didn't have a place for my phone, and I don't want to constantly be, digging into something and taking it out. I want it to be readily accessible. So I thought about making a little cell phone bag, which of course will match my other bags. Pretty basic stuff. Okay, so in theory, I should be able just to turn this inside right and take my phone, and then boom. Just need a little bit of Velcro there. I have a little case. There you go. Quick and dirty. I'll add this onto the bike, and we can cross another thing off the list of things to do. All right, so this is the case that I made. I showed it to you when I was just finishing it up. I put a little Velcro here. So that should work. It's not the prettiest, I admit. I got a couple straps here to lash onto the bike. My plan here is just to reuse this guy, which is holding the frame bag. Use that, have it go through the top one here, bring it around, something like that, and then just tuck it in like that. I might do a strap, but I have to say just using a zip tie is probably going to work just fine. There's a bright braze on right in there. I don't know if you can see it. I put the zip tie through there. I put a little foam in here. So the phone came with some foam. So I just sewed that in, integrated it into that. So then I have some foam protection here. That's going to be pretty dope. Cheese! Chicka-cha! Chicka-cha! This was a last-minute addition. Feeling good about it. Look at that, one-handed. That's how good it is. But it's nice and snug in there. Yay me.